Hey everyone, welcome back to Hanging Out for a Living. Today I'm sitting down with someone who truly embodies the power of connection in business, Lulu Hart Bentley. Lulu is the heart behind Hartfelt, as in HART, Expressions, where she helps entrepreneurs, sales pros, and business owners build and strengthen client relationships through meaningful, tangible touch points. With over 14 years of experience in mailbox marketing, I dare you to say that three times fast, she specializes in automated gifting and direct mail strategies that turn appreciation into lasting business success. Her mission, you may wonder, to bring in the heart back into business through relationship marketing and the power of human connection. I so love that. Lulu, welcome.
Thanks so much for having me. And it's like, I just love you and I'm so happy to finally get to sit and chat with you and do this.
Right back at you. I want to respect your time, so we'll dive into the four questions. So, number one, your mission at Heartfelt Expressions is all about human connection and gratitude. Can you share what inspired you to start this journey and why it's so important in today's digital world?
Absolutely. I actually grew up in a house where my mom was the inspiration because she always made us send cards. And for me, it was not a chore. I mean, thank you cards and Christmas cards. She's the supreme card sender of the world. And I picked that up from her and just loved doing it. I loved the way it made me feel when I would go and find that perfect card for somebody and send it and their reaction. um, but you grow up and things, life gets in the way, whatever, and I kind of got away from it. And because it took time back then, you had to go and find a card and sometimes it didn't say everything you wanted. And anyway, I got away from it. And I was shown this platform, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
Mhm.
Like if I'm thinking of somebody and if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I could like send them a card from my computer and like, yeah, sign me up.
Exactly.
Sign me up. And that's what I did for a long time. I just sent cards.
Sure.
And I will say that I was introduced to this whole concept at a very low point in my life.
Mm.
And the person that introduced it to me challenged me, said, start sending cards. You're that connection person. You've always been the one to stay in touch. Um, this will help you to get back into that and it'll make you feel better. So he challenged me and I started sending cards. And boy, did it lift me when I was doing it. And it lifted the recipient. And I would get these text messages and emails. How did you do that? I was having a bad day. I came home and there was your card. It made me feel so good. And I thought, I'm in. I'm in.
Hook, line, and sinker, right?
I'm in. I'm totally in. But for a long time, that's all I did was just send cards. And then, realized that there was I was kind of keeping it to myself. And people need relationships. People need a way to stay connected. And this to me is by far, I mean, there's lots of ways to be connected, and I appreciate all of them. But this to me is by far the best way.
Absolutely. And there's so much digital noise, and that's not meant to cancel out digital. Nobody's talking about you don't like digital, you need to get rid of it's not that at all.
Not
But
at all.
you can't put an email on your mantle or on somebody's mantle, right? They're not going to have your email there, but they will have your card. And that's massive. And in business, they'll have your card on their desk or on their credenza or somewhere in their office. So that's huge. It's huge.
Absolutely. And you don't always hear about it. I
True.
have sent many cards and I think, oh boy, when they get this, they're going to call me and they're going to be so excited.
Mhm.
And nothing, but then I'll go to their office or I'll run into them somewhere and they're like, oh my God, I have been meaning to reach out to you. That card that you sent was so amazing. I'm never throwing that away. I love it. It meant so much to me.
Yeah.
And these are pretty much, when I'm running into people, it's a lot of business people, but I have built relationships with business people using the cards. I let them do the talking. I let them do a lot of the relationship building because I find out about things about people, you know,
Absolutely.
their birthday,
Yeah.
their anniversary, or if I just come across something that's really funny, I'll reach out to them and stay in touch that way.
Sure.
Yeah, so
No, you said it really well when we're not on, we weren't live here, but you had said once, and correct me if I'm wrong, that cards are like the ambassadors of
the
your
goodwill
business.
ambassadors of your
That's it,
business.
goodwill ambassadors. That's
Yes, they can send information that
sure.
people need to know. They can send sentiments. We want to build relationships with our customers, so we learn things about them. If they have a death in the family, and I'll tell you what, like if they lose their pet and you send a pet sympathy card,
Oh my
that's
God.
like the golden. I mean, people never throw those away.
No, they
But
won't.
yeah, so there's lots of ways to reach out to people that are not salesy.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
your business. Thank you for the
Sure.
review.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, whatever. There's just so many ways.
Absolutely. And you touched on our next question a little bit. So you've been in the mailbox marketing space for over 14 years. How have you seen relationship marketing evolve, and what are some timeless strategies that still work today?
Well, first of all, when I started, there really wasn't, people didn't know about relationship marketing. It was all about we're number one, we're the best, come see us, I'm rah, 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 hey, hooray for me. And you'd go to, I would go to networking events and people would just be putting their card in my face. I was like, this is like such a turnoff.
Right.
And it was just at the beginning of relationship marketing. And I think people are really starting to come to realize that it's so much easier to build relationships with people who know you. You know, take that customer base that you have
Hmm.
and really start sending the love to those people.
Exactly.
And they're going to keep coming back. They're going to bring their friends because they're going to feel appreciated. They're going to feel heard, and they're going to feel that you care about them. You're not
Absolutely.
just in it for a uh, so yes, it was transactional.
Right.
And
Right.
and so people are getting away from that because it's so hard and there's so much noise out there and competition. So
Ab-
why not take those people that you already know and build from there?
exactly. Exactly.
And
And
that's how I've seen it change.
yeah, yeah. It's nice to see that shift. It really is. It's refreshing. So, one of the challenges many business owners, sales pros, and entrepreneurs face is staying top of mind with their clients without, we talked about this, coming across as pushy or transactional or cheesy, salesy, or whatever way you want to call it. There's so many of words out there. Um, what advice would you give someone looking to build authentic relationships through direct mail and gifting?
So I talk to my customers about, and some of it depends on the type of business.
Sure.
Um, but I think there's ways to reach out to people through the seasons,
Hmm.
wishing them, here's the spring season and whatnot. I think sending information, um, you know, I'm trying to think of so many different industries, and it's all
There
in
are.
my in my and but I think it's just coming across with information, sharing sentiments, and I'm drawing a blank here. Let's hang on. I wrote some notes.
Good. Love that you're prepared. Thank you.
Oh, well, let's see my notes. You don't know my note taking.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, right, we know what the principles are. To your point about not knowing all the industries, that's okay. But the principles are universal. And
Yes.
and I know you and I had talked about the birthday marketing. And I know we say marketing and that people go like, oh, what are you doing? But that's huge. I mean, you and I had talked about this way back when about how people just don't send birthday cards anymore. And it's so unique when someone receives one.
Absolutely. And you got me motivated to start putting that a QR code in a birthday card that sings them happy birthday when they scan it. And that has been a huge hit. I had done it years ago, but people weren't really, they didn't really know what QR codes were.
Hmm.
Um, but finding those unique ways or a QR code that just has you sending a message like, hey, you know, happy birthday, have a great day. Uh,
Absolutely.
I've had customers get business by sending birthday cards because they say yours was the only one I got, and thank you. I had a real estate uh, agent
Hmm.
got a listing like yours was the only card I got.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for every year you never fail to send me a birthday card. I'm ready to sell my house, and the market's tough.
Gosh, yeah, it's
Ready
tough
to
now.
sell my house. When can you come over?
Right. And for those people that are watching or listening, if you've got all these customers and prospects, right? And they're thinking, "Oh my God, I've got to sit there and send out all these birthday cards." What would you say?
No, you don't. We do it for you. All you have to do is change the card once a year. And that birthday automation or any automation, you can set them up and they'll just run in the background and you can span it out for years. Forget about just, 6 months. You can create an automation that goes forever if you want.
That's
So,
the
but
beauty
we
of the
we yeah, we do the heavy lifting for you.
right. The beauty of the technology and the platform that you're involved in. Like you said, they do all the heavy lifting. And I think the best part though is that it's still customized to the recipient, right? I mean, how many times have we received something in the mail that says occupant, current resident?
Yeah. Or the card doesn't have your name on it. It's just happy birthday from us.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't, being able to use a merge field and personalize the
right.
card and the gift if you choose to send a gift as well.
Sure.
It's huge.
It
And
is.
your direct mail, being able to do that with direct mail too, because a lot of direct mail you can't.
Right. Right.
Being able to build that mailing list and curate it to what you're looking for, the people that you are looking for, and
Right.
then being able to use merge fields uh, to personalize those direct mail pieces.
Game
It,
changer,
it's
right?
it's a total game changer.
Right. It's
Uh,
massive. And,
mm-hmm.
and we also talk about how we can also, you mentioned that QR code for the birthday, right? So I even know where I got that from, but I wasn't, I can't take credit for it. I remember somebody sharing it with me, so I just paid it forward, right? Um, but that QR code, my understanding is that we can also do it so that when somebody scans it, you would get notified that Teresa scanned your birthday QR code or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah,
look at
that's
how far
amazing.
technology has come, right?
Absolutely. So, being able to know who's interacting with your mail, and
Yeah,
especially in the direct mail field, then
yeah.
you're going to know, you'll be able to know how effective that particular mailing is if you have to tweak something.
Hmm.
But being able to know that, it's not spray and pray. It's knowing, and
Exactly.
the knowing is where the magic is.
Exactly. Totally agree. Totally agree. So on to our very last question. If someone listening today is new to the idea of relationship marketing and wants to get started with more of a really heartfelt approach, what's the first step you'd recommend they take?
Well, the heartfelt approach comes kind of after, and this is something I've learned the hard way.
Okay.
When you're starting out in this business, because it is a business, it's a viable business, but number one, get some systems in place before you get going. I had to actually backtrack and add like a calendar link and QR codes and things like that.
Sure.
And I already had all these people and it just wasn't organized. So set yourself up for success, prepare for success, get some systems in place, and get involved in our community
Hmm.
because we have the best, most supportive community in Mailbox Power that I've ever been involved in. Um,
Absolutely.
Stay connected, um, be of service, keep it simple.
Ah,
These keep it simple. We don't have to recreate the wheel. The wheel is already there for us. And act as if like you are successful. You're successful because you started this. How many people have an idea or they want to do something and they never do? So start it, be prepared, be yourself, come from the heart, we have something that's so amazing to offer people.
mm,
Remember that. Be yourself, you know, learn about, you don't have to know everything to get started
mhm,
because
exactly.
there's so many people to draw from. There's so many people you can reach out to and say, hey, what's your experience with this?
Right.
How did you handle this? And people are willing to help. Get started. There's so many businesses out there where there's like such fierce competition and so much noise and negativity and whatever. This is all good. This is this is the most upbeat, positive business there is.
Absolutely.
So I just say do it and prepare for success.
Absolutely. I love that. And also, Lulu made mention of Mailbox Power. That's the platform that she uses to um, for her Heartfelt Expressions business. And all that information will be, I promise, in the description of this video. So don't go Googling it. You'll find the link right there in the description of this video. So Lulu, I love this. This was such a great conversation. And I really love how you're bringing the heart back into business and reminding us that appreciation isn't just a nicety. It's really a business strategy that builds trust, loyalty, and lasting success. For anyone who wants to continue the conversation with Lulu, as I mentioned, her contact details are in the video description. So look for them there. And if you've enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more inspiring interviews on hanging out for a living. Thanks so much, Lulu. Until next time, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye. Thanks again.